Guys, this is so funny and bizarre. Look at that. That is the Bud Light. That is every single Bud Light stand here at Fenway Park in Boston. Right? We're at the Red Sox game. That's what the Bud Light cans are. Holy crap. They're in trouble. I mean, I guess marketing has some questions to answer.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Once again, we got to talk about the greatest conservative boycott in history. Or some people in the comment section, some of you guys say it's not a conservative boycott, it's a man's boycott, right? Because men, real men, are standing up and they are boycotting Bud Light / Anheuser-Busch products in protest of a sponsorship that a lot of people saw as disrespectful to the core customer base, the core audience of Anheuser-Busch product drinkers, okay? Beer drinkers across the country, okay? So, again, this boycott is continuing, okay? We've seen reports about sales declining over 20-some%, okay? And you've also seen videos of retail stores slashing prices, trying to get rid of Bud Light, trying to get it out, okay, because nobody's buying, okay, while people are buying all the alternatives, okay, including Coors Light, Miller Light, okay, I hope I said that right, okay, because some people make fun of me in regards to how I say Coors Light, right, I say Coolers Light, so Coors Light, okay, yeah. We're seeing people drink all types of alternatives, okay? Me, personally, I'm Team Yangling, right? I'm Team Yangling, okay? Yangling used to be my jam back in the day, so it's an easy switch for me. Easy switch for me, right? But like I said, again, this boycott is so powerful that we have to go out to Boston, right? Boston, Massachusetts, at Fenway Park, as there's video that's going viral of Boston Red Sox fans absolutely rejecting going to the Bud Light vendor, okay? Apparently, allegedly, this is a Bud Light vendor. And nobody, absolutely nobody is buying Bud Light at this vendor. Now, they look open, right? It looks like it's open, right? It looks like they're ready for business, but people just aren't going there. Again, this is embarrassing, okay? This is extremely embarrassing for Bud Light. It suggests that this boycott is still going strong, right? And we're going to talk about this boycott as Budweiser has come out in their most recent earnings report, and they're talking about the boycott, and they're addressing it. But we're going to get a little bit into that later. But first, I actually want to play a news clip of a bar out in Houston that is also suffering the consequences of the Bud Light boycott, and they're panicking, okay? They're sounding the alarm saying, this is really, really, really hurting us. Take a look.
Back to the Factor Uncensored. The numbers are in, and it appears a conservative-fueled boycott of Budweiser is actually taking a toll. Recent numbers show sales for the beer drop by 17% in parts of April. That's likely as a result of a March Madness promotion with a trans influencer named Dylan Mulvaney. Now, we spoke with the owner of Kobo's in Edo, and he says moving Budweiser has been very tough since the boycott began.
Personally, it doesn't matter to me what your beliefs are. Business-wise, it's affecting us a lot. We pretty much can't even give it away.
So you have cases sitting there.
We've had cases since it came out. We've had about 14 cases that have not moved. Correct.
And are people saying anything about the issue?
Yes and no. You know what I mean? With the volume that we get here, people don't want to necessarily speak openly about it, but we all know what it is because we never had that issue before. And we have had a couple people that we said, look, it's on sale, we'll do it. No, I'd rather have something else. And so it's kind of, proof is in the pudding on what's going on right now.
Wow. Now, Raul says he's hoping to get back to business where Budweiser is being sold and not sitting just against his wall.
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that. You have a bar that is saying that Bud Light is so tarnished, the brand is so tainted that they can't even give it away, okay? People won't even drink it if you give it away, which goes to show you that some of the content that has been put on TikTok and social media about Bud Light and the stigma associated with drinking Bud Light has really damaged this beer's brand. I don't think that Bud Light can actually make a recovery from this. I don't think it's possible, okay, from a brand perspective, because a lot of people, including myself, right, and other men around the country are going to have assumptions about who you like to sleep with, right, whether or not you like your genitalia, if we catch you drinking Bud Light, right, or any Anheuser-Busch product, to be quite honest with you, right, but especially Bud Light. However, if you listen to the CEO of Anheuser-Busch in the earnings call that they had recently due to the earnings report for the first quarter, you would think that, you know, things aren't that bad, that they're going to try to weather the storm, okay? And, you know, he's coming out here and also disavowing Dylan Mulvaney as well, too, the sponsorship. He's basically trying to blame it on a third party. But again, I want you guys to listen to this earnings call, and then we're going to talk about it, because it does signal that, again, Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch, I don't think they actually really get it, okay? They still don't get it yet. But again, this will just give you an inside look in regards to what they're telling investors, okay? What they're telling the money. Take a look.
Since we are talking about the U.S., let me share some thoughts on the Bud Light situation and put it in the context of our global company. Let me start by clarifying a few facts. This was the result of one can. It was not made for production or sale to general public. It was one post, not a formal campaign or advertisement. Bud Light campaign is easy to drink, easy to enjoy. We should address the situation through the lens of three areas that are very important: our people, our consumers, and beer. Let's start with our people. This situation has impacted our people, and especially our frontline workers, the delivery drivers, sales representatives, our wholesalers, bar owners, and servers. These people are the fabric of our business. They are our neighbors, family members, and friends. They are in every community in America. We've been doing everything we can to support our teams and ensure their safety while continuing to brew, package, and together with our wholesalers, deliver great beer to the market. We are providing direct financial support to the frontline teams that work for us and our wholesalers. As to Bud Light, we have significantly increased our investments behind the brand in the U.S., including tripling our media spend over the summer. As CEO, I'm accountable for our results, this company, and our shareholders and stakeholders, and my team. Bud Light is very important to our U.S. business, and I would never minimize this situation. However, seeing the context of our global company provides perspective. Over the years, our global footprint has enabled us to successfully navigate different types of challenges, such as temporary ban on beer sales in certain countries and the months-long shutdown of bars and restaurants across the globe. With respect to the current situation and the impact of Bud Light sales, it is too early to have a full view. The Bud Light volume decline in the U.S. over the first 3 weeks of April, as publicly reported, would represent around 1% of our overall global volumes for that period. With this perspective, and in the context of our global business, we believe we have the experience, the resources, and the partners to manage this. And our full-year EBITDA growth outlook is unchanged. In summary, we are focused on our people, our consumers, and beer. We want to reiterate our support for our wholesaler partners and everyone who brings our great beers to the market. I can tell you that we have the agility, resources, and people to support the U.S. team and move forward. We will continue to learn, meet the moment, and came out stronger. And we work tireless to do what we do best, bring people together over a beer and creating a future of more cheers.
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that. Now, this guy is coming out here and basically making more excuses for the Dylan Mulvaney marketing campaign by saying, well, it was only one campaign and it wasn't us. It was a third party. A third party was responsible for this, an outside vendor. As if that makes it better, right? I mean, they're making it worse and worse and worse for themselves because at first they said, well, no. The executives didn't know about it. It was some low-level marketing person, right? It was some low-level person at the company. Then they put their marketing executives on leave, right? And now they're saying, no, it's an outside agency. Again, it just makes your brand and your company look bad when you decide to sponsor somebody and then your executives don't even know, your top level executives don't know, allegedly according to them, which I don't believe. I definitely believe they knew. I mean, they sent Dylan Mulvaney a can with his face on it, right? They quite literally made a can with his face on it and then paid Dylan to post the video on his Instagram and on his social media, okay? And Dylan posted more than just one video, okay? He posted multiple videos, which in my opinion suggests that that's a campaign, right? That is a full-blown campaign. This person posted multiple videos of them with Bud Light, okay? A paid partnership with Bud Light. Again, sent Dylan a can and everything. And this guy wants us to believe that, no, that wasn't us. We didn't make that decision. It was some outside marketing vendor or whatever. Again, why are you offloading major decisions about who is representing your brand to outsiders? Again, this doesn't make you look better, right? This actually just makes you look worse. This makes it look like you have no clue what the hell that you're doing, at least in regards to sponsorships. Again, I don't know who is the PR people for Bud Light, but they're terrible, right? They're terrible. I mean, because they've done everything except issue an apology. They've come out here and they have put out these ads trying to appeal to their core audience again. Okay, they went on a social media hiatus. They've done literally everything except actually issue an apology. And now I think it's too late. I think they have dug themselves so deep in this hole because they don't want to feel the wrath from the left. Okay, because if they come out here and they actually issue a straight up, I'm sorry, right? The left, they're going to lose their mind. And then they're going to be facing a boycott from the left, and they're going to lose all the brand equity that they worked so hard and they spent probably billions of marketing dollars on to try to get young people to drink the beer, right? Again, at the expense of the older folks, their actual core audience. Again, it's absolutely amazing. Like I said, I would hate to be the CEO of Anheuser-Busch, right? I would hate to be running that company right now because it's really a no-win situation. If you come out and you apologize, then the left is going to come after you. However, what they're doing now is making it so their core audience is now, again, boycotting even more, okay? We're continuing to go hard, and it's not letting up. And to me, it seems like he's issuing a challenge there where he's talking about global sales because we really don't know exactly how much this boycott is affecting sales of Anheuser-Busch products overall in the U.S. We won't know into the second quarter. And I told you guys that in my last video that the first quarter report is not going to reflect it because the first quarter ended like April 1st or something like that, right? And that was before the Dylan Mulvaney partnership. That was before the boycott. So now everything after that, the second quarter report will actually tell you how bad this is hurting, okay? Right now, he's saying that the sales numbers represent only 1% of global volume, which, again, people might say is only 1%, but 1% is actually a decent number, considering it's just getting started, right? Considering how it's just getting started, and I think it's going to get worse, okay? I think it's going to get worse and worse and worse as this brand continues to be tarnished, as more people start to judge and socially say, hey, there's a stigma when you consume Bud Light, right? Because again, I'm thinking if somebody's drinking Bud Light, hey, I'm just saying, I got questions. I'm going to ask questions to anybody drinking Bud Light. In my head, I'm going to be judging, right? I'm going to be judging. And the more and more people that hear about it, it's like a game. It's like, when you was in class, okay? And you know how you would play these games in class, okay? Where, if somebody does something, then, they're stigmatized. We know how it goes. And then once everybody else hears about it in class, then everybody's doing it. Now everybody is avoiding certain behaviors, or else you're going to be called mean names, okay? You guys know what I'm talking about. And that's what's happening here. But again, Budweiser, again, is a global brand. Anheuser-Busch is a global brand. So yeah, there's only so much that U.S. sales can hurt their overall market. But at the same time, U.S. sales make up a lot of the beer that they sell. So again, don't let the CEO fool you into thinking that this boycott isn't hurting. Of course it's hurting. It is hurting because you're seeing them try so desperately to right the ship, okay, with the ads, with the leaves of the executives, hiring Republican consultants. They're doing everything they can to try to shore everything up except actually issuing an apology. So I'm just saying, this is one of those things where we're going to see in a few months, right? Q2 earnings report is going to show us exactly how bad this is hurting. So until then, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.